So, with the summer winding down, I've decided I'm going to be doing a film review series based off of one film franchise slash series, and that is going to be the Fast and the Furious Saga. I'm going to be watching each and every Fast and Furious movie and giving you a review for it. Now, full disclosure, I have seen the first Fast and Furious film and parts of the second one, but I stopped watching after that. I am, however, aware of how outlandish and crazy the series got as it went down the line. But that's kind of the draw to the Fast and the Furious series, and that's why I'm going to be doing film reviews for each film. All right, let's get it started. Alright, so just got done watching the first of the Fast and Furious movies. Fast and the Furious. It's kind of how I remember it. Just a simple movie about people racing cars. And there's a heist element thrown in there. Undercover cop. Yada, yada, yada. Like I said, just a simple, fun film. Pretty corny. I don't remember it being that corny. I gotta say, Vin Diesel, great performance that he gave. You know, anyone else who would be saying the dialogue that this guy says, it would just sound stupid. But somehow Van Diesel makes it work. You know, it's like a genuine performance, so it's very good. And the stunts, pretty impressive. It all seemed practical and not too outrageous, especially when you consider where these movies are going. But yeah, like coolest scenes is just, you know, the cars just driving under the semis and swinging out from underneath them. Yeah, so we got a good start to the Fast and the Furious movies. And let's move onwards to the next one. Alright, so I am back with my series where I watch and review every one of the Fast and the Furious movies. Up next, we have the first sequel, Too Fast, Too Furious.
Hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We home.
Okay, so I thought this movie was okay. It was all right. It wasn't spectacular, but it wasn't terrible like a lot of people make it out to be. I thought it was a fun movie, but at the same time, a bit forgettable. There's not a lot of plot. Two main characters go undercover trying to get dirt on this crime lord who needs racers for some reason. I honestly don't remember. Like I said, I thought it was a fun movie. I think the person who makes it the most fun was Tyrese Gibson. They bring him in as a new character, and he's got quite a lot of jokes, and he makes the movie a little bit more watchable. All around, they had some cool stunt scenes. There's this one, spoiler alert, where they have cars and they're racing and they put this drawbridge up, and two of them not only jump it, but one goes over the other car. I thought that was pretty cool, and it looked like it was a mostly practical stunt, so I enjoyed that. And that's all I gotta say about Too Fast, Too Furious. Like I said, it was a fun movie, if not a bit forgettable. Okay, we're back with my review series where I watch and review all of the Fast and Furious movies. Up next, we have Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Alright, so I'm going to say it. I haven't watched most of the Fast and Furious movies. I still have 6 I got to see, and I've seen 3, in a row now. But this one, I can already tell, just feels out of place. Like it doesn't fit with the rest of the Fast and Furious movies. What do I mean? Well, this one, it has a lot of racing, like any Fast and Furious movie. And also, for some reason, it's kind of melodramatic. It's got these things about this, father and son relationship. and outsiders fitting in this country that doesn't necessarily welcome them. It's kind of weird. Like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It just doesn't really seem to make sense with what I know about the Fast and the Furious movies. And it was marginal. I didn't think it was one of the best that I've seen so far. Uh, I was kind of confused why they have the main character be this high school kid. The guy playing him looks like he was in his 30s. He was 23. He's supposed to be playing a 17-year-old. And it really doesn't have any relevance to the plot other than explaining why this kid got kicked out of the United States and ends up in Japan. But I thought, there's a million other reasons someone would go to Japan and get involved in, the underground drag racing scene. You didn't need to make him a high school kid because it doesn't really factor into the plot a lot. Just a little nitpicking. Okay, so that's how I felt about Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. I will say this, I really do like the Hans character. I understand we're going to see more of him, which is good. And that's it. That's all I got to say. All right, so I'm back with my program where I watch and review all of the Fast and Furious movies. Up next, we've got the fourth one entitled Fast and Furious. This one seemed a bit redundant to me. It seemed like a retread of the second movie. The plot seemed almost exactly the same, where, Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, goes undercover trying to infiltrate this drug kingpin's empire because, the drug kingpin guy needs drivers to smuggle the drugs across the border so they get these skilled drivers like him. And in this case, Vin Diesel, they bring him back for a proper sequel, and he's helping, Paul Walker's character out, and he also has this revenge he wants to get. But it's like, we saw this in the second one. It's almost the same movie. Almost. It had some very cool stunts and, driving sequences. They had this scene where Vin Diesel's character and this bad guy, they're driving, breakneck speeds through these mines, these, hidden tunnels in the mountain or whatnot. And, Vin Diesel's car is going to crash into the wall. So he jumps out of his car into the bad guy's car, knocks him out of there, and then his car hits the wall and blows up. That was cool. And they just have these really cool, car scenes at the end. Spoiler alert, there was this one plot twist that I just thought was kind of dumb, where, they're trying to find the drug kingpin, but he's this mysterious guy. And you find out later that one of the criminals that they've been working around is actually the drug kingpin. He was hiding his identity, right? But here's the thing. In terms of who he picked as his undercover persona, it was the second in command. Basically, the guy who's the boss when the boss isn't around, which I think defeats the purpose of trying to pretend to not be the boss if you're going to be the guy who's being the boss when the boss isn't around. You don't want to be a target being the big boss, but you're, the second guy, which would still make you a target, which would still put eyes on you. So I thought that was kind of dumb. And that's all I got